Hello everybody and welcome back to Gold Rush the game. I am at the goldsmith here, ready to sell 116 ounces of gold that I dug up the last time I played. And there's been quite a few patches since then where the developers have tweaked a lot of the bucket amounts, you know, how much dirt and so on fits into the different buckets, how much fits into the wash plants, how much gold is in buckets, how much you get, and so on. So there's tons of things, and we're just gonna have to find out today when we start using our tier 3 setup finally, how much gold we're gonna get and so on, right? So we're gonna leave that right here, and we're gonna sell that at the bank. And then I'm gonna have to buy a couple of those metal meshes, miner's moths. I should have enough wires and so on, cables and so on, but I think I'm gonna buy a few more. And then, of course, we're gonna buy our the front loader. That's the next thing. And then we're gonna set that up and we're gonna dig up a bunch of gold and see how much we're getting. And then depending on how much money and how fast we are getting, we are... Wow, tires squeaking. Can I just, you know, brake normal? Everything is so overtuned with this pickup. It's funny. And then we'll see how far we get, if we can afford the drop-off locations, the conveyor belt, and whatnot, right? We'll see how far we'll get today. So that's $128,000, which is a lot of money. That is awesome. Now we're 166. We never had to take a loan. We never had to cheat. So I'm very proud of us that we were able to accomplish that so far. And... oh man, turning around with this trailer. I did notice... can I get through here? No. A little bush is gonna stop me. Okay. I've noticed that the FPS has been really struggling today. Which shouldn't, because I have a new graphics card and everything. Let's go on the settings real quick. So I lowered my graphics from ultra to high, and I also did finish the shopping, I should say. And I got the 6 miner mosses and 3 of those metal crates and a bunch of hoses and wires. I have a ton, but it's okay. It's only a couple bucks for the wires and hoses. And one day maybe we'll need them again for something else. But there we go. Our front end loader, $97,000. We're buying one. Can't wait to play around with this thing. I hope it works well. Especially now that the small excavator bucket only picks up 25%. Up max, usually like 20%. For the mobile wash plant, we should be able to run a lot more dirt. Order, yes, just 1. I almost clicked on 2. I don't know why. There we go. And we're gonna move that. Man, look at all the stuff we have. Front end loader, and bring that over here for us, 1,500 bucks. Thank you very much. Now, before we leave, let's just take a quick look real quick of the other things that we're gonna have to buy eventually. So this thing is 15,000. 120, so we're $135,000 to get those 2. And then also this guy here. So we're gonna need $205,000 and $205,500. I believe that's right. And then it'll also be nice to have this guy eventually. Big fuel tank. Ooh. You know what? I might buy this right now. Because then I can have gas delivered over to us. I think that is a good idea. Let's go ahead and do that. Quantity 1. Yes. Okay, I'm gonna have to do this again. And then we'll see. Maybe we don't even have to move that. Maybe it's in a good location over on the claim. So we don't need to pick it up with the chains and move it. But we'll see. Go ahead and get this. I know that this thing only gets filled at midnight. You kind of... ooh, it costs 2,000. Okay. You kind of tell it, all right, this is how much gas I want, and you pay the money, and then it will get fueled, as far as I know. Never used it, but I've seen other people use it. Okay, so here we go. Wrench on, and let's go. So you guys see, I just got a couple wires, the mosses, and back here connectors and stuff, because I might have to run longer routes. But I do have 2 generators and I think 3 water pumps altogether. So I don't think I need any of that. Which I was thinking, by the way, is it would be nice if they would add a bigger water pump. Like, you know, a container size. Not container size, maybe a small, maybe the size of like the shaker or something like, not the, is it the, yeah, the shaker or the duplex jig, something like that. And then you can have, you know, many hoses running out of one of them. But we'll see. I think I only need one water hose in the very beginning, and the water just keeps running down with all the stones and whatnot. And the wires I saw, I need 2 of the big blue connectors wires and 1 small one, and that is all we should need. You guys see, I hope that you guys don't notice it too much, but there's like this stuttering. I never had any FPS issues really in this game, but I like I said, I already lowered it and so on, and I don't know what else to change. I would like to change one thing real quick. I don't know what this setting is for. Maybe you guys can tell me. I have no idea what that is. SSAO. It says it's disabled and now it's enabled. I do have my game running through the NVIDIA control panel with VSync, because if I don't have VSync on, then I get some really brutal screen tearing. It's unplayable if I don't turn that on. I don't know what this does. I don't see any difference. Okay, well, we're just gonna have to live with this. Alright, so there's our front loader, and there is the fuel tank in the middle of everything, which is fine. I think I'm just gonna leave it there. Okay, I'm gonna drive this over here, so I have everything nearby. Actually, you know what? We're gonna go down below first. Look at this amount of digging I did. That's a lot of digging with this small excavator right here. Alright, because we're gonna get started with this first. So we're gonna have to take these. Come up here and very awkwardly. Alright, put them right there. All 6 of them. Can I? I mean, wouldn't you think that you can reach this from out here? You don't have to jump into your dangerous machinery. Especially because jumping is very awkward. Alright. Now I gotta pull these things out from ooh, that worked nicely. From underneath. And come up here. And I think we need yeah, it looks like we need 3. So I bought the right amount. I'm happy about that. Okay, and I guess if you don't use those, the miner's moss will still stay there. But you'll just don't get any gold, I think. Just washes out. There we go, number 2. And then the 3rd one right here. And now, of course, something needed to fall out. I still think it's a very, very, very fun game to play. I'm not gonna lie. It's very grindy and, oh my god. And then, of course, you have these awkward moments here where you gotta parkour to do things. But it's still a fun game to me. I really enjoy it. The only thing I'm worried about is that once we are done with the full tier 3 setup, with, you know, the generator and all those things, well, that's it. There's nothing else. There's other claims, of course. If you guys remember on the map, there is the that's the sawmill up here. Nighthawk parcel, the Pine Valley, and then down here, Rivertown. And I believe that they give you more gold when you start washing than Old Arnold, okay? But, well, it's still the exact same thing, though. It looks like this one might not be ready up here. Because I don't see any water symbol or a trailer or anything. Well, so there's 3 right now. This one isn't working yet, I'm guessing. But I'm hoping that eventually they will add things to the game. And then we can always come back. So, like I said, we'll see how far we get today. With the washing and everything. But then, you know, once everything is set up, I think we're gonna, you know, pause the series until there's gonna be a major update or something. Because I hope this is not just gonna be it. I hope there's gonna be more to this game. There's a lot of things they could add to this game. They might not stay true to the series, the television series, but hey, who cares? It's a game, right? Alright, so let's check this out here. We're gonna need to run, let's see what we need to run over here. It looks like we need to run water here and 1 big power plug. And then on this trommel here, it looks like we need another big plug, and the one down there, you're just gonna believe me right there. You can see it right there is the small electricity plug. So we don't need to run much. We can probably just take the generator and put that right there, and that is all the hookups we need. We got 2 big ones. Let's put it right here. Yes. Okay. I didn't even need to buy wires, I think. So we can hook this one up first. From there to there. We got this hooked up. And then we're gonna probably need an extension for the small one though, because that needs to go quite far. But let's see how far we can stretch this first. Because I do want to run it around the bend over here. Okay. Go to there, so we do need the extension. Which is... Don't think I have one here, but I did buy one right there. And then we'll need another small cable to hook that up. So let's put it right there. No, I don't want to be on the cable. Right there. Okay, let's reel this back in a couple of feet. Come on. I want it to be laid out nicely. And right there. Good. And then we can hook that up, and then all we need to do is run, well, the other big blue one. I forgot about that. We also need to hook that one up. There's probably a proper term for these. I call them big blue one and small yellow ones, but that's just the easiest for me to identify what I need, right? There's probably different voltage, I'm guessing, on these. Maybe one is 110 and the other ones are 220 or something like that. I don't know. Okay, and then, like I said, we need one more big blue one. So that's it. So what's the point of the big power? Oh, I get it. Probably for the conveyor belt and so on. I'm guessing. I have no idea. But so far, and it can probably hold more fuel, right? So you can run longer without having to refill this. Because this one here, I pretty much refilled this from 100 down to 30 was when I filled an entire bucket with the mobile split. Where am I going? Let's also run this one a little bit nicer. Come on. Reel it in. There we go. Now it's coming. There we are. And we'll run around the outside as well. And plug it into there. Good. Cool. And now we need to run water. Which I think I'm gonna run it behind here. I forgot I need to come from this end first. I need to have something to connect to so I can actually pull this out. I cannot just start over at the water area. Okay, so we can come this far. I'm gonna take this guy off. And just dump it here for a second. And we'll need the connector jump. Cannot jump this. It's ridiculous. I did not get a... I did get a water hose connector. Okay. I think I already have one over in the storage set, but like I said, I wanted to make sure that I don't run out of things today. So let's go ahead and come on. You go there. That's fine. It still looks good. Give it to me. And now we can run this down to the river and then put our filter on and then we are done with everything and we can turn it on and see if it runs everything. Let me get it into the water. All right. Right there. Perfect. There we go. Got it all hooked up and now we just need to run that last one over to the... What is that thing called again? I forgot. What is that thing called? It's the shaker, I think. Yes, this is the trommel and this is the duplex shake. So that's the shaker right there. Okay. As you guys can see, you actually need less hoses and stuff than you need with the mobile wash plant, which is kind of interesting, isn't it? Such a big setup, and it's actually much simpler to set up than the other stuff. There we go. Alright, we got everything. I'm gonna clean all this up here in a minute. Well, we got it. Let's just turn it on and see if it actually runs. We can see something happening. Wow. This is spinning. Yeah, the water runs all the way down, and then there should be trickling down there, and this guy is also moving. Alright, I think everything is working. Alright, let's go back up top. And we're gonna order some fuel, just so I don't forget it, at midnight. And I'm gonna have to... Let's do this way. Let me go ahead and lock... While there's barely anything here, let's just do this real quick. I just want to put all this gobbledygook on here. Oh, that's a lot. Okay. Oh, before I forget, we have to put 2 buckets down here. I'm gonna put them right now so I don't forget. I don't care if we run out of fuel here. I think my tanker's almost full. Alright, so there's one and then there's another one. And I guess those 2 is where the most gold is in it, from what I've been reading people talking. I guess the moss doesn't hold as much. And the buckets apparently fill a lot faster than the moss. So I'm not sure how that's going to work. And the 3rd bucket I have here, that's going to be the only pain in the butt. It's because I have to run to the river to fill it with water every time to empty these moss. I still have a little bit more setup to do over here for the wavetable and the magnetic separator. But we've done this so many times together that I'm just going to do this off camera real quick. But I wanted to check this thing out here. Yeah, right there. There's nothing else you can do on this besides, of course, fill our tanker here, right? Our trailer. It's not a tanker. But over here, it doesn't matter, I think, which one of these you click. Cancel this one or this one. Yeah, they're the same. And then we can tell it how much, oh my lord, how much does this hold? 10,000 gallons. That's $20,000 for $2. I've seen it cheaper. I've been lower, so I don't want to buy too much right now. I think I'm going to wait until the price is lower. But right now, we're going to order... Let's order about 1,000 gallons, just so we have something here. And then if this ever goes nice and low, you know, let's say 195 or something like that, then I think I'm going to fill this whole thing here. And it says, yeah, the fuel will be delivered at midnight. Cool. And by the way, I was thinking of something while I carry this over here that I think would be really cool if they would do that. I don't like these workers. You guys see that? Just me dropping off the gold, buying the stuff, driving it over here, setting it up, and I already have another ounce. I think it's silly. I think you should not get any free gold in this game. What I think they should do, and let me know what you guys think down in the comments, how they could make this better, is they should make it that when you have workers hired, okay, number one, you should only be able to hire 1 worker per machine, okay? You shouldn't be able to set up multiples on these gold panning. It's silly. But, so let's say you have 1 on the small excavator, 1 on the front loader. Let's see if we can actually do that now. Don't think I have any new, no. But let's see here. This guy is on the shaker. Did I change that? This guy is on the small excavator, and this guy is on the pan pump, no. I wanted to see, yeah, front end loader. Assign. Right? So something like this, you can have 1 per. I think that would make sense. But again, you don't get any free money. What I think would be better is that when you have workers hired, you get more gold in your buckets. Or when you use the wavetable or manual, whatever you want, you just get a little bit more gold, like a percentage per worker, right? I think that would be more, so you still have to do the work. Right? You still need to run dirt and make and wash it and whatnot, and then you get a little bit extra money per worker you have. I think that would be much better than just this free income up there. Nice little sunset. I like it. Everything is set up. I set up everything over here. It's fueled. Everything is done over here and fueled. And now we're ready to try out the front loader and fill this and get it going. and see how much gold we get with one full entire, what do you call that? I'm not sure. With one entire washout? I don't know what you call that. All right, so gold gathered by workers, 5 ounces. Salary 1,700. It's silly. Anyways, I gotta stop talking about that. So let's go over here. Let's check first if our fuel is here, and then we'll get in our front end loader and start taking that for a spin and get busy. It's time to work. Enough setting up, enough buying, enough spending money. Now it's time to make some gold. So use. How do I see how much is in here? Is there a... Oh, 10%. Okay, it just shows you a percentage. You don't actually see the amount. Okay. Alright, I'm excited about driving the thing. I have not operated this before. Okay, so let's see here. Number 2 is the fixed position. Number 3. And number 4 doesn't do anything. So this is the one I'm going to use. And let's go ahead and start that. Let's see how much fuel it comes. Yeah, almost half. That's good enough for us. Alright. Parking brake off. I can turn on differential. Alright, that's good. Okay, I hope it's not too loud for you guys. I can barely hear it in my headphones. Okay, and what are the controls? Let's see here. So I don't need to switch, which is good. Arm up and down, easy. And blade up and down, just so only 4 buttons. Next camera, next machine. Headlights, handbrake, engine. Alright, good. Should be good. Now let's see. I'm gonna get up here with a full bucket first, and then we'll turn it on. And then dump it and see how much A that fills. And B, how fast it washes it. Wow. This is so steep. I gotta hold that. Oh, you see his foot. Check his foot. You guys see that? It's twitching. Alright, so let me put on the handbrake here for a second. And bring the bucket down. It's so hard to see. I have no idea how this works. Okay, let's just put it here. Turn off the handbrake. Okay. Alright, that doesn't... Nothing works. I'm completely stuck. Back up. And lift it. And that doesn't look like it's a full bucket. But this incline is brutal. Oh my god, can you go backwards, please? This is... Well, it's still much faster than the excavator. Bring this up. The beeping is gonna get old real fast. Okay. So let's just put it right here. And handbrake on. Let's get out and turn this puppy on over here. A little hard to get down. I did lower the volume a little bit. I was editing the video and noticed that this... It's still very loud. But if I lowered... okay, as long as we're not next to it, it should be fine. Can I get in from this way as well? Yes, I can. Alright, so... I don't exactly know where I need to dump this. But I'm gonna say further to the right. So let's go ahead and bring this up. Nice and high so I don't hit anything. And drive it up here. See, if I would own a claim like this, I would make this a lot easier accessible. Right? Okay. Alright. Well, I can't really get any further to the right. I don't know how to do that. So let's just dump it right here. And see, do we have any indicator here? Am I doing something wrong? I don't... Oh, we already have 3% in the bucket and 1% in the moss. So there doesn't seem to be a fill level up here. It only has water and electricity symbol, right? So I'm not... can you not overfill this or something? I don't know. No idea. Alright, so that's gonna take me a little while. A small excavator took me a while to get used to as well. But then I did pretty good work with it. And I might wanna, instead of going straight down there, I'm gonna come over here this time. Alright. Still 1% and 3%. So yeah, these... It looks like the buckets fill at 3 times the rate than the moss does. Alright, lower it, angle it. Yeah, that looks like a much better angle to me. Okay. Oh, now we're doing work. Look at that. Oh, that's much fuller. Check that out. And I think I'm still gonna drive up backwards. Oh no, I'm losing my bay dirt. You guys saw it spill out a little bit. But I can't tilt this bucket, so maybe I need to drive forward instead of backwards. So I don't spill anything on my drive there. Which I guess would make sense, right? I mean, gravity would come into play here. It drives better than the pickup, that's for sure. This was actually one of my big worries. Okay, let's bring this up higher. And then dump it again. And again, no indicator on how full this is or whatever. Right, I can barely see the numbers from here, so we're gonna come back down first. And then see if then we're now at 2 and 6%. Or what we're at. Whoa, 3 and 10%. The bucket's already full. Right, you guys can see that why I wanted to use this machine instead of the small excavator, right? Because this looks like it's a lot faster. And you come down. So I processed dirt until 11 p.m. What? About 10 p.m. last night. In game. And then it took me about an hour to get all the gold up here. And wash the miner's moss. And it looks like you need 2 buckets for this here. And then you need 2 buckets for the moss, because you can only wash 4 miner's moss per water bucket. So one of them is fuller, and I think this one is the fuller one. This one is 4, and this one is 2 miner's moss washed in it. And then, of course, I got the 6 buckets here from the duplex chick. So it worked exactly out that you fill 6 of those buckets. So the miner's moss fills at 1/3 the speed than the buckets do. Anyway, so everything is done over here. So you need 2 buckets for this. You need 2 buckets for that and 6 buckets. So altogether you need 10 buckets to do 1 washout, just in case you're wondering. And I think we're gonna start with these over here first. And I do still want to run them through the magnetite separator over here. And I guess we'll toss these over here for now. Come on. It doesn't matter. And we'll wait. This should go up to about, what is it, like 80, 81 usually? Ooh, 95. This is the gold, right? Yes. Right there. Magnetite fills to 5%. So now we are at about, let's say, 9 ounces of gold. Okay? Now let's go ahead and fill this in here, the first one. And let's see how much one of these here gives us. And we can start with the next one. We're gonna do this first washout together because, you know, it's a big milestone running these for the first time. Okay, so that is about 2 ounces so far. The wavetable's finished processing. So one of the duplex chicks, one of the duplex chick buckets here looks like it gives us 2 ounces. Let's see if, hey, hello? Can I get my bucket? Thank you. Let's do that. So about 11. Let's see, we should get to a little bit over 13. And number 4. So I think it's the opposite way of what I said earlier, guys. That the duplex chick buckets hold more gold than the miner's moss. I'm starting to think that it is the other way around. The wavetable is finished. We got to 13. Okay, yeah. So pretty much 2 ounces each. So this one should get us to a little bit over 15. If it is, you know, always the same. It could also be that one of these or gives us more because of the whole RNG now, that some areas down where you dig have more gold than others. Right? There's better dirt or something. Now we're at another 2. 2.3, 2.4. Okay, so this one was just a little bit more than the other one. And this one is ready, yes. So, but honestly, guys, it took a long time filling this. I worked until 10 p.m. At night, so I spent the entire day. I think I started digging at the cut like 7:30, 8 a.m., something like that. But of course, we're washing a lot of gold. But I think that definitely the dump truck is the way to go. Possibly without the front loader. Just the dump truck plus an excavator. The large one would be better, of course, because then you can fill the dump truck faster. But it seems the biggest slowdown is changing buckets. That seems to be the big thing. And then, of course, when the miner's moss fills. But we'll see. The wave table has finished. 17.7 again. Just a little bit over 2 ounces. Okay, and it seems that... Oh, this one only gave us 4% magnetite. I can't wait to do these 2 buckets over there. Whoops. No, no, no. Otherwise, I'll wash the gold away. We have one more, right? Yes. Okay. Yeah, they should make the buckets bigger down there. Alright, 19.8. Yep, again, just a little bit over 2 ounces. So that seems to be very steady with those down there. Every bucket is about 2 ounces of gold. So, last one of the ones from the... duplex jig. And then once this is done, I want to save the game because I want to do a quick test with something that I have not tested yet. Okay, I just loaded the game again because I put the first miner's moss bucket through here and I did not get any magnetite. None whatsoever. So I don't think that the ones that have the miner's moth you are supposed to run through the magnetic separator. I don't think we would lose anything, but it's not needed. Okay, so let's see here. This, I think, is the smaller one. We're at 22 ounces of gold. And let's see how much this is going to give us here. Okay, so we just passed 3, 4, 5, 6 ounces, 7 ounces, 8 ounces, 9 ounces, 10. Wow. So just under 11 ounces from that bucket right there. And now let's do the other one. So we're at 33. So 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Oh, keep it coming. 13. 14, 16, 17, 18, 19. So just under 20 ounces from that second bucket with 4 miner's moss. That is pretty amazing, guys. I'm going to have to say that is definitely worth it. So we made, what is that? 48 ounces of gold from this one washout. So that's not bad at all. So I'm going to have to do this a couple more times until next episode. To get enough money so we can buy that thing over here, this where we dump it in, and the conveyor belt, and then of course I want to buy the dump truck, and we'll see if I make enough money to buy the large excavator. I could sell this guy plus that. I'm probably gonna sell the small excavator and just have the large excavator, right? But I also want to try. First, I want to buy the dump truck, and I want to try out filling it with this here. Because my thing is that if you just check here real quick, hey, right there, Let's go in this view. Turn it. Whoop. Oh, sorry, wrong button. I gotta turn it on. I don't know if this is going to be high enough, because the dump truck is probably as tall as my cabin, right? I'm gonna say approximately. Wait, how much? Yeah. So I'm gonna do one more washout, and then I'll probably start the next episode where we're gonna buy the dump truck. But like I said, I don't know if this is gonna be tall enough for me to fill into the dump truck. And if it's not, which I'm highly guessing it is not, then I'm probably gonna sell this one as well, and we'll just buy a large excavator to fill that. Then we can leave the excavator down in the hole and just drive with the dump truck back and forth, right? Hope that makes sense. But an incredible washout. I had a lot of fun making this. It's definitely rewarding. I cannot really say if this gets me gold faster than the other one, the mobile wash plant. But it's definitely more fun. I like driving the thing up and down. I got the hang of it pretty good now. Let me just show you real quick. Let me just show you one time here, because it might be interesting for you why I like it better now. Okay, here we go. Let's start this. Bring it all down. Because what I'm doing now, instead of turning up very sharp, I don't know if that makes any sense. I have mostly dug dirt from over here. Okay. Bring it down. Just get in there and fill the bucket. Come on. Alright. Then bring them both up. And now instead of driving to the side and down, I drive straight back like this. These posts always come back, by the way, when you load the game. There we go. And now it's much easier to just go forward and up here. You see? It's much faster than if I turn downwards first and then straighten myself up. And that's it. So I gotta turn everything on first before I dump this in there, because I don't want to waste the load. But I'll catch you guys in the next episode where we're gonna finish this tier 3 and then hopefully have a much faster system that we already have. And until then, take care, stay safe, and bye-bye.